Peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space of educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for questions, answers, comments, concerns, conversation, dialogue, building and destroying, analyzing, for theories, practice, theories and practice, theories and practice, theories and practice. This is your space, safe space, a space of love, unity, as we travel the path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please make sure all contact information is in the chat for the duration and throughout class. Please make sure all funding information, funding tags, links, all that is in the chat for the duration of class. Fund this war effort. Everybody talking about it. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Find out your triggers. Put together a little plan before it's too late. Yeah, before it's too late. If you or anyone you know is in need of a domestic violence consultation, intimate relationship, abuse, intervention, book an assessment. As you can see in the language, now we know people are watching class because our language is starting to become more prevalent. It just is what it is. Consistency, okay? So I'm telling you, if you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence intervention, consultation, counseling, book an assessment, learn what you need to learn so you can be aware of specific behaviors, so you can be alerted to patterns, okay? Shows you and tells you and teach you what should alarm you. Remember, the life you save could be your own. Okay? Yes. What's going on? We are here. Who should we tag? First of all, tag some trolls. Tag them trolls. I hope they up in here early. Tag them. Because they're becoming more frequent. So let them come on through. Tag them. Tag Jermaine. Tag Dr. Umar. Can't really give him full blame for it. So tag Breakfast Club producers or whoever's up in the spotty spot that is watching class. They're sitting in class. Yeah, man. Yeah, they starting to do the bull to us when we're a little something. You dig what I'm saying? So tag them. Umar, Envy. Yeah. What's boy name? Leonard. Tag him too. Yeah, and tag your classmates because y'all are the ones who are blowing the class up. Yeah. So tag your classmates and let them know that, yeah, when y'all talking and hype and got class on and you at work or you at your side piece crib or you at the bar and y'all watching or you driving home, yeah, y'all blowing it up because now we're hearing what we say verbatim on bigger platforms. We already know the name has been mentioned. So again, our minds are sharp. So tag them on. But let's see who's in here tonight. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Boss. First in... What up, boss? Yes. We see you. Everything is cooking. A Wood. What's up, A Wood? We see you. Bionic Prince. What's going on? Yes, get your grades up. We see you, Tiara T. Green. What up, T? Yes, Uptown Dre. Cool K King. C Blaze the sniper. Get him, C Blaze. Andrea. Yes, what's going on, Andrea? We see you. Murklow. What up? Bushhead. What up? Dustfro. What up? Peace. Bernadette, we see you in here. Bam, what up, Bam Woods? What's going on? George Johnson, you ain't late. I ain't late. We on time. Imani, what up, Imani? When you taking me back to the spotty spot so we can eat some pizza down by the water? Come on now. You know how it go? Uncle Murder, Black and Yellow. What up? Ken Williams. Who? Nah, that's not Shakai. That's not Shakai. Sumter. Peace with the 55. Hold that. 55. Sultan. Assalamu alaikum, cousin. What's going on? Sales. What up, Sales? Yeah, D Stew. Ken Williams, what up? We up in here. Think for yourself. Peace. What's going on? Michael Hayes. Ooh, Michael Hayes. 55. Hold that. D-Fat. What's going on? Peace, G's. Peace. What up? Jewels. What up, Jules? What up? Derek Thomas, 55. Yeah, 55. Molly. What up? Vasquez, I see you. 55. Hold that. Gene, Helene, Zane, son, what up? Who? What? Urzo? What's that? You change with these funny letters and all that. 55. What's that? Get that English up. 55. Uptown. Terrence Butler. 55. 55 gang is up in the spotty spot as usual at 11:13 p.m. on the West Coast. 11:13. My sister's birthday, my birthday. Salute, Goldie, wherever you at. Urkel, what up? Let's get to it. Let's talk about, okay, the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. Come on now. All of a sudden, we hearing our language. All of a sudden, people are saying what we've been discussing in class verbatim. I know y'all already know because y'all sent it to me. Mecca T. Yes. Pablo, what up, Pablo? Yes. We got to do it that way. Have to. Why? Because y'all sent it to me. Now, everything that dude said in the interview, everything that he said in the interview, have we not said in class? Have we not said in class? I just want to know. And since they seem to be biting off of us, I'm going to allow y'all to bite off of them. Y'all going to have that same format, the same way. Y'all shoot them questions the same way old Leonard and Envy did for Umar, so people could get clarity. You understand? Because you can bite, but you can't elaborate on the thought. Can't elaborate any deeper on the thought in the direction where we've been taking it. I told you, guard your mind. You come here, you get elevated. Because we force new thought. We conceptualize a life without these old phase. You dig what I'm saying? I don't agree with it either, Jules. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, first, before we even get into the unstructured space of where we going at in class tonight, since so many people are feeling ways about what me, again, don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. So up in arms about me shrugging my shoulders to Project 2025 because I've read it several times. People are even commenting just as early as 20 minutes ago talking about, I should be scared. If you read it, you would be scared. No, sir. 55 years old. Veteran of a service. Veteran of New York City Housing Authority. Veteran of every zone neighborhood school in East New York. PS 306. Junior High School 166, Thomas Jefferson High School, all the roughest schools in their areas. Veterans, all that. Veterans of the DOC, Department of Corrections. Veteran of every ill. Survivor of the 75th Precinct. Nah, B, at 55 years old, looking all brown. I mean, chestnut brown. Mahogany nut brown. I ain't scared of none of that. No, sir. Nah. Scared? Nah. That ain't here, homie. No. I put in too much work for that. Too much. No. You can be scared. See, but this is the thing. I'm encouraging love. I'm telling people not to be fearful. I'm telling people that I believe in the lessons. I believe in the doctrines that came before us. I believe in the work that I've witnessed. I believe in the elders. And they all told me that you have exactly what you need to win. And you telling me I'm wrong for believing in you. That is a sickness. I believe in you, and you telling me no. And I'm wrong? Nah, homie, there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you, I believe in your power, your strength, your resilience, your intelligence, because I've witnessed things coming from people just like you, that you are a winner, but I'm wrong. That's dumb. That doesn't even make sense to me. Yeah. Nah, you can't put your fears in me. Nah. You can't do that. Not me. Nah. You could tell that to some other sucker. I believe in the power of the melanin. Yeah, yeah. The father-in-law said we were God. I believe that. When Malcolm said the ballot or the bullet, I believed him. When Khalid Muhammad said you take their guns from him, I believe him. You can't put that shit in me tomorrow. I should be scared from what I read on paper. That is still not even an actual factual win for them. It's more of a proposal that's gaining steam. What am I scared about? But since you asked me if I read it, I ask you, have you read it? And have you read it in its entirety? And have you read its original? See, because I got the original. Yeah, the original from 1980. It's not new. 1980. Yeah, that's 1980 to 1990. To 2000 to 2010 to 2020s. Yeah, this ain't new. But let's see if the language is exactly the same. Might have been tweaked a little. But I'm saying, I've read it. I want to know if y'all read it. Because this is the thing here. You're trying to test my square and said I should be fearful. I don't know. So let's see. Because you're talking about Project 2025, which is a conservative manifesto, which means it's only a certain part of a few, right? Because all Republicans aren't conservative. Y'all do know that, don't y'all? I hope you do. But this new 2025 is the same old shit they've been working on for the longest. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Same thing. So let's talk about it. I'm going to show you, because I don't have time to disturb the energy where we were moving to as a class. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't have to keep reiterating. So Dr. Umar and whoever the producers are of the Breakfast Club, you know, can no longer keep copying. You dig what I'm saying? Let's see what the Republican Party was pushing in 1980 to get conservative. Okay? Yeah. Let's see. All right? On national intelligence. Yeah. Daddy and the Caddy, much appreciated for the super chat. Project 2025 isn't that bad. In all reality, for me, it isn't, because it's going to force people to be very confrontational with your enemies. Yeah. I am a soldier, a trained soldier from these very same United States, and a soldier from East New York. I like to get busy. Oh yeah, I've been clapped at many a times, and I done did a lot of clapping and was taught by the old phase how to clap. I'm not worrying about it, but let's see what what they said. National intelligence, right? This is where we at with it. Before I even go crazy with it and start from the very beginnings like we did the other day, Hold on, what happened? Why am I frozen? Y'all seen anything? Why am I frozen? What's going on here? They starting that shit already, boy. I'm telling you. You see how many trolls we got? You see the freezing up? They doing a lot. Yeah. Because they want to bite our style. They want to speak our language. You dig what I'm saying? But they want to disrupt things. Don't worry about it. We gonna get busy. Oh yeah. So again, we started, right, with a little bit last class on the thought, okay, of what they meant and what they were talking about and all the reforms and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? So let's just see what they say. This is something that they print. You can't see it. I'm trying to flash it, but y'all gonna hear me speak about it, right? The nation. This is what they had in the language of building a conservative base, okay? In the nation. Listen up, y'all. Though a relatively young nation among those of Western civilizations, we are possessed of one of the oldest institutions of government extant, steeped in the Judeo-Christian ethic and in Anglo-Saxon theories of law and right. Our legal and political institutions have evolved over many generations to form a stable system that serves free men and women well. It governs a people of multifarious heritage dispersed across a great continent of marked geographical contrast. It presides over a diverse economy that in its collective whole is the greatest, most powerful, and most resilient in the world. In the 2 centuries of its life, though it has from time to time been sorely tested by constitutional, economic, and social crises, it has stood and not been found wanting. Its timeless strength, coupled with and reinforced by the faith and goodwill, the wisdom and confidence of the people from whom it deserves its powers, has preserved us as a nation of enormous vitality. Okay? This is, you understanding? 1980. This is what they saying. I don't hear nothing about no melanated folk in that. Do you get what I'm saying? Huh? I don't hear nothing about us in here. Okay? This is, again, for Anglo-Saxons, Judeo-Christian. This is what they was pushing in 1980. Okay? Reagan administration. Now let's get to Project 2025. One of their PhDs, and this is what he wrote. 40 years ago, the United States and the conservative movement were in dire straits. Both had been betrayed by the Washington establishment and were uncertain whom to trust. Both were internally splintered and strategically adrift. Worse still, at the moment of acute vulnerability and division, we found ourselves besieged by existential adversaries, foreign and domestic. The late 1970s were by any measure a historic low point for America and the political coalition dedicated to preserving its unique legitimacy of human flourishing and freedom. Today, America and the conservative movement are enduring an era of division and danger akin to the late 70s. Now, as then, our political class has been discredited by wholesale dishonesty and corruption. Look at America under the ruling and cultural elite today. Inflation is ravaging family budgets. Drug overdose deaths continue to escalate, and children suffer the toxic normalization of transgenderism with drag ladies and pornography invading their school libraries. Overseas, a totalitarian communist dictatorship in Beijing is engaged in a strategic, cultural, and economic Cold War against American interests, values, and people. All while globalist elites in Washington awaken only slowly to that growing threat. Moreover, low-income communities are drowning in addiction and government dependence. Contemporary elites have even repurposed the worst ingredients of 1970s radical chick to build the totalitarian cult known today as the Great Awakening. And now, as then, the Republican Party seems to have little understanding about what to do. Most alarming of all, the very moral foundations of our society are in peril. This is what they're talking about. The Heritage Foundation, excuse me, is proud to have played a small but pivotal role in that story. It was in early 1979, amid stagflation, gas lines, and the Red Army's invasion of Afghanistan, the nadir of Jimmy Carter's days of malaise, the Heritage launched the Mandate for Leadership Project. We brought together hundreds of conservative scholars and academics across the conservative movement. Together, this team creates a 20-volume, 3,000-page governing handbook containing more than 2,000 conservative policies to return the federal government and rescue this nation. Do you understand that this is the exact same language? It didn't work through the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s, and now we're in 2020, halfway through the 2020 decade. Only thing that's different between 1980 and 2024 is technology, where we can speak as a collective in real time and see through the fear-mongering bullshit. Now, it is and it has become very easy to tap into the emotional triggers of melanated folk when you only speak about policies within this agenda that deal with melanated folk. As I say, always listen for your name when people are speaking, when there are speeches, when there are movements, when you have politicians or so-called leaders in the front. Listen for your name. Now, this particular space with these people, this has been going on as a building base for the last couple of years. However, just like you have, right, this Project 2025 by this conservative base, and it is not all Republicans that are standing with this. Y'all do know that. Okay? That's when they talk that across the aisle shit. I just want y'all to know that. All of them not rocking with it. You do know that there's also a subsequent Democratic project, which I ain't hear about it. Why not? I mean, I just want y'all to broaden, because we in class here, okay? Why haven't you heard about the Democratic plan from the Democrats? Because they don't want you to. Somebody wants you to be scared and believe that this is the only thing that's moving through Congress. That these are the only thousands of people that are grouped up to put a plan together. I wonder why. You understand? Say it again, Voodoo. Please say it again. Because these things are interchangeable. These two groups move back and forth. You understand? You think one is going to have an agenda and think tanks and money and all this stuff behind it, and the other isn't? Why haven't you been hearing about that? Okay. I also want y'all to understand that Trump wasn't even a full-blooded Republican. You do know that, right? He was not. And you can even make the argument that he's not even a conservative individual. Because as far as we see right now, he's a felon, making an attempt to hijack the entire system, to hijack and disembowel the Constitution. So these conservatives are hoping that they could get on his coattail. Should he, excuse me, should he win? Should he win? You just have to think. You understand? We've been hearing about T-45, about Donald Trump. We've been hearing about him since the Obama administration. I want y'all to just think about this. Have y'all ever heard about any ex-president for this long? You heard about him the last couple of years of Obama's second term. You heard about him when he beat Hillary Clinton and was president. And now you heard about him after, Sleepy Joe. You've had characters on TV. Have you ever seen a president on Saturday Night Live after they've been out of office? Has anybody been Bush after? Has anybody been Obama after? No. Why are they so consumed with T-45? To where Jimmy Kimmel, this lame-ass comedian, okay, shifted his whole entire language. He can't go 5 minutes without a Trump joke. And Trump ain't even been in a spotty spot. You know, we have not, Whoopi Goldberg didn't even want to say his name. She's so incensed with him. I'm starting to believe that part of her Grippergate, T45, might have clapped them cheeks, because she's just too triggered anytime his name is mentioned. I'm believing that Grippergate, she might have had to slide through old Trump Tower, because it don't make any sense if we're over consumed with somebody who was a terrible, one of the worst presidents that we had. So they claimed. But he seems to not be able to keep his name out of people's mouths. Do you understand that? That we're in a whole different space now, where the sleight of hand with fake news and false narratives are so embedded into the language because people are just too lazy to do the research on their own, that they're creating a super villain, that you're ignoring the fact that he is just as old as homie, that either one of these dudes, whether any one of them win or not, might not make it. Might not make it. I'm still in my prediction that Sleepy Joe is going to transition before he out of office. I don't think they're being forthright with his health. Just like they wasn't forthright when JFK was running around with back braces and all type of bullshit on him. He was a damn custy that couldn't stop chasing box. But you, us, we were pushed with the ideal that he was the ultimate white man, all powerful and wise. And he was a custy in a back brace, because he ran around chasing box at a Hollywood actor's pool and slipped and hit his back on the damn edge of the pool. This is what they want us to continuously have faith in, blind faith, because it hasn't worked yet. It hasn't worked yet. Okay? The flag, the Statue of Liberty, the bald eagle, the baseball and the apple pie, and all that weird shit has done nothing for melanated folk. So that is blind faith at this time for you to even think that you're going to get some relief, consistently hoping that this shit stays intact. So if Project 2025 is about ripping all these institutions down and forcing not only us, all the groups that they are attacking in it, okay? All the groups. And we gotta start from scratch, then damn it, you gotta start from scratch. Because so far, you ain't doing good in this shit. I'm not doing good in this shit. Therefore, if it gotta come tumbling down, damn it, let it come tumbling down. But no, let's keep reading. Now, let me go back to 1980. Let me go back to 1980 one more time. This was the beginnings of conservative Republican language that they were moving through. National intelligence. I want y'all to get this. National intelligence At a time of increasing danger, the U.S. intelligence community has lost much of its ability to supply the president, senior officials, and the Congress with accurate and timely analysis concerning fundamental threats to our nation's security. Morale and public confidence have been eroded, and American citizens and friendly foreign intelligence services have become increasingly reluctant to cooperate with U.S. agencies. As a result of such problems, the U.S. intelligence community has incorrectly assessed critical foreign developments, as in Iran, and has above all underestimated the size and purpose of the Soviet Union's military efforts. Now, this is 1980, y'all. We believe that a strong national consensus, has emerged on the need to make our intelligence community a reliable and productive instrument of national policy once again. In pursuing its objectives, the Soviet Union and its surrogates operate by a far different set of rules than does the United States. We do not favor countering their efforts by mirroring their tactics. However, the United States requires a realistic assessment of the threats it faces, and it must have the best intelligence capability in the world. Republicans pledge this for the United States. A Republican administration will seek to improve U.S. intelligence capabilities for technical and clandestine collection, cogent analysis, coordinated counterintelligence, and covert action. We will reestablish the President's Foreign Intelligence Advisory Board, abolished by the Carter administration, as a permanent nonpartisan body of distinguished Americans to perform a constant audit of national intelligence research and performance. We will produce methods of providing alternative intelligence estimates in order to improve the quality of the estimates by constructive competition. So this is 1980. They're talking about attacking the FBI and the intelligence committee, right? The intelligence community, because they were unhappy with it. This is 1980. Let's go to Project 2025. The FBI was founded in 1908 to tackle national crime and security issues when there was hardly any systematic way of enforcing the law across this now broad landscape of America. It best serves the American people when it dedicates its resources and energies to attacking violent crime, criminal organizations, child predators, cybercrime, and other uniquely federal interests. Revelations regarding the FBI's role in the Russia hoax of 2016, big tech collusion, and suppression of Hunter Biden's laptop in 2020 strongly suggests that the FBI is completely out of control. To protect the Constitution, fight crime effectively, and protect the nation from foreign adversaries, the next conservative administration should begin to restore the FBI's domestic reputation and integrity and enhance its effectiveness in meeting actual foreign threats. To do so, the next conservative administration should, and they have a list of things that they should do, attacking the FBI. So this is the same language. Project 2025 is the same language as the 1980 conservative Republican agenda. What the hell do I need to be in fear of today that I should not have been in fear of or should have been in fear of in 1980? So when you ask me, have I read it? I'm asking you, have you read it? That's what I need to know. I've read it. But see, when I speak about the intelligence community aspect of it, when I talk about that, people don't get it. Because what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with melanated folk? I just heard them say that they're going to deal with education. I just heard them say civil rights. I just heard them talk about taking away women's rights and all that. Because that's your name being called. You understand? But when I'm telling you that the whole meat, the majority, the important pieces of Project 2025 has to deal with them attacking the military, attacking the FBI and intelligence committees, attacking institutions. You understand? To get a grip so these so-called racists can make a power move, y'all don't get it. When I say that shit ain't gonna pass, y'all don't get it. Because you can't get in your head and visualize. I want you to visualize that happening. I want you to visualize the collapse of the Constitution. I want you to visualize the collapse of the Central Intelligence Agency, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Homeland Security. These are all of the institutions that Project 2025 is attacking. But again, that shit get too deep for you. It's easier for you to sit back and for somebody to tap into your emotions and say, they getting ready to hang black people. Black people getting ready to go back to the plantation. Man, they getting ready to draft us again. Man, boy, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing. It's easy. Man, you better get out there and vote. This is the fear-mongering aspect of it. And again, if we're going to be scared, if you can visualize all of that shit happening in 2025, I'm telling you today to act like it is in effect today. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because you good, we said it the other day, you got two choices. Well, you got three choices. But I'm saying you got two. Either you're going to comply or you're going to lay down and DIE. The third choice is you're going to bust that hammer. Okay? That's the third choice. Yeah, it's been frozen. I don't listen, man. I don't know what they doing, but we here. We doing our numbers. We in class. Y'all can hear me. I ain't that damn pretty. You understand? So this is where we at with it. I want y'all to know that this is where we at with it. So I'm trying to figure out what are you going to do? You understand what I'm saying? What are you going to do? Talk about it. Act like it's going on. Act like for some strange reason, everybody gets behind the conservative agenda. Because even if the Democrats lose the presidency, you still have large pockets and numbers of Democratic governors, Democratic senators, Democratic representatives, you understand? Democratic mayors. So you mean to tell me that y'all believe, right? That you believe that all these Democratic people, because they lost the election, going to just sit down and fold. And the whole of the country is going to be up under the conservatives. And whatever they say is going to go. You gotta help. You gotta help me believe. What does that look like? The functionality of them doing that. What does it look like? The millions of black service members, the hundreds of thousands of black police officers, the tens of thousands of black FBI, right? They all flip. The tens of thousands of black people that work in banks and TD Bank and Citibank and all these people that are going to be affected by this. Everybody's just going to fold. That this is what y'all want me to believe. Come on, man. Come on, make it make sense. So that means, again, because I have to make people sit and visualize this for real, right? Since all of us going back to the plantation, or all of us are going to be without health care, all of us is going to be without insurance, all of us is going to just fold like that. I want y'all to see this. This is the world that y'all are picturing. This is what y'all scared of, that come 2025, this boy that just Jason Tatum, that they just gave $350 million to for the next few years, that's just gonna go away. That evaporates. That Caitlin Clark, the superhero. Great white Karim, savior of the WNBA. That's out the window now, because all of the black or ethnic ball players, they done off. They don't have insurance no more. They worrying about their mama and grandmama who they just saved. You dig what I'm saying? So they don't get checks no more unless they fold to the conservatives. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you, because you see the thumbnail. So you mean to tell me that now that Chuck D, who is working for the State Department in cooperation with the State Department, that Chuck D now is going to be somebody who carries the banner for Project 2025. That Ice-T standing there with his white buddies, as they always do. They all of them, that they're going to be conservative, and they're going to now move and manifest themselves as conservative Republicans. Give me a clear picture of what Hollywood looks like, right? So Steve Harvey, that's it. No more Family Feud, because it's only going to be white folk, good white folk, that's going to be able to be on Family Feud and Wheel of Fortune. We're not going to have the dumb black person that don't know the phrase no more. We don't get on that show no more. You understand? And the ticket agents and all that like to give me a ticket, because, alternate side, I didn't get out there. Like, all that's a wrap, because they're coming to take over every functional agency and institution in this country so they could push the white agenda and recapture their positioning globally. So tell me, y'all in the chat, tell me, how does this function? What's the functionality? What does it look like with a dictator? Show me now. Tell me. Where should I be fearful and be on my knees, groveling? Tell me, are they, because again, they gave him or any president immunity from prosecution. Yeah, cells the British are coming, all that. Even though Britain, London, just shifted the power of government. No longer conservative. They took an L on that. And France did as well. So the ideas of how those two countries are moving, they're at a stalemate. No longer being oppressed by the idea of just strictly white supremacy. But we got OT 45 that's going to galvanize the Greco-Roman Judeo-Christian way. We getting ready to go back to me getting out in that field and start picking lima beans. I just want, please help me understand how this is functioning. What is it going to look like? Bullets, the bullets, Gotti, what up, salute. Help me. Show me why I should be scared. Y'all in the chat, y'all see it, y'all got, they got us frozen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see you bullets, you doing your thing. But help me while you in class tonight. Tell me why I should be frightened. Because that's what they telling me in my comments, that if you read it, you should be scared. I just showed them, proved it. I've read it. I read it. And I'm asking people, what are they reading? I seen your numbers jump, Bullets Gotti, but do you see Dr. Umar Gotti saying everything that I've been saying in his Breakfast Club interview? You know they be watching class, don't y'all? You understand? Yeah. You understand? I know they watching. Because certain things you just can't say verbatim. You can't say it. It doesn't come out like that. Especially when you don't even know the current names. You understand, you fumbling over the words and they asking you questions. You don't know who's who and what's what. Come on, man. This is where we going at with it. Because they are not self-thinkers. They are not self-thinkers. All they're trying to do is reposition their language so they could rob the people again, so they could get the bag. It's just that simple. But I want to know, so maybe I can teach my class how to be slaves. So I can teach my class how to get to the next plantation. I need to know that. Because it seems that everybody else is running scared. And I'm attempting to make sure that our people know and understand that they are warriors, that this ain't 1980, that this ain't 1940, that this ain't 1908. So I don't know what the hell y'all supposed to be scared of. I can't teach my class to be fearful because I don't have it in me. That's why I'm never in these spaces, right? This is why they never believed in melanated people being educators. Oh, they can't teach. They can't teach. It's not that they believe that melanated people couldn't teach. They believe that melanated people couldn't teach their own people how to be slaves. They couldn't teach themselves hate. Once melanated people prove that they can teach their people to be self-hateful and to bow down to white supremacy, they allowed them to be teachers. You dig? No doubt, Gotti. My number don't change. Any one of your phones, you probably have my direct math. If not cosmology, hit Bay up. They got my math. So no one understand that. That's what it is. They could keep running and asking them all these current questions about almost every class that we had over the past month. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know what you think about that. What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is what they're doing. They're coming to these YouTube spaces, watching content, and because they have a larger platform, oh, we're going to do this because nobody heard those guys. That's the shit they've been doing for the longest. For the longest. You understand? But he was very diplomatic every time they asked him about anybody who had an issue with him. You understand? That's the shift. I'm not diplomatic. You can't ask me about Stephen A. and I'm going to be diplomatic. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. He's a biatch. Straight up. We've been handling him in class on a regular basis. You open up his chest and he got that, that nougat in his chest. You know what I'm saying? That nougat that you had in the Three Musketeers. That little nasty shit. That's why none of us like the Three Musketeers, because it's filled with nougat. Yeah, that's that shit that Stephen A. got in his chest. Yeah. Yeah, and the Oreo cream filling in his veins. Straight up. He's a bozo. See, I'm not diplomatic. It's not gonna happen. So you can't ask me those type of questions and think I'm gonna play, easy. Not happening. Because it is exactly what it is. Our people need truth. Truth. And the truth is, none of them people give a damn about us. At all. They have a very vested interest in these things remaining the same. So when they fearmongering and running around and telling our people, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, I'm asking, what's going to happen if our people don't? Because those elected officials going to still get their check. Whether Sleepy Joe win or T45 win. That next first of the month, everybody in Congress and the House of Representatives and the governors and the mayors and the city council members and all that still get that check. Still get that check. So if T45 and Project 2025 was a threat to them checks, then they would be telling us exactly what we need to do to protect ourselves and this nation. You don't hear that shit though, because there's no threat of collapse. No. There ain't no threat. They gonna get their check on the 1st. They gonna get their check on the 15th. If Sleepy Joe transitions overnight and, this chicken head is made, the first ethnic female president, everybody in Congress gonna get their check. If T45 becomes 47, they're going to get their check. It's just that simple. So why am I alarmed? Why would I lose sleep? I'm not losing sleep over that. For what? Either I'm going to bust my hammer or I'm not. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. But you tell me you got to get to the polls. You got to get to the polls because listen. Only thing you need to do is sit firm with your decision. Either you're going to go with the grain or go against the grain. What are you going to do? But I ain't scared. You can't put that in me. I've seen them bleed too many times. Too many times. So the next time somebody asks you, have you read it? Y'all need to go read it. Go read it. It's going to take you a couple of days, but it's right there. You put it in the search engine, you won't see it. You won't see it. And you can go to every section of it and read it. Read it for yourself. And then in your mind, I want you to see what is the absolute worst that could happen should Project 2025 become the law of the land, and then act accordingly. If you that scared and you believe that they going to start wearing straw hats, have tumbleweed for toothpicks, and getting ready to start cracking whips, then you go find you somewhere to live if you ain't ready to fight. You ain't got to wait for Harriet Tubman. Find you a way to get the hell up out of Dodge if you believe that. It's just that simple. But don't try to scare me. Fuck out of it. Nah, that don't work. That don't work. That don't work. So on that note, since y'all still in class, you understand what I'm saying? And, since the Breakfast Club is now biting, you know what I'm saying? Our class, y'all can do the same. Shoot those questions at me, even though we frozen. Shoot the questions that they shot at him and all that. What do you think about Caitlin? We talked about everything. Everything they said in that interview, we held a class on, an extensive class. Same thing we said. Understand that? Who is them dot? What up? Yeah, they got us frozen. Been frozen. They damn near the whole entire class frozen. Yeah, Nehemiah Washington. Much appreciated for the green screen. Much appreciated for funding the war effort. But see, he could come on and keep saying, funds for the school, funds for the school, funds for the school, funds for the school. That shit been almost 15 years. If I say fund the war effort so we can build institutions that give you tangibles, that we can make sure that outside of them that we have institutions where if somebody need money for a copay or for some damn medication or for somebody who, may need a few dollars to take their grandmother down to the store because she don't have a ride, that's what we get. We get, they begging. Oh, they this. Oh, this is what they doing. Yo, them is hoteps. Oh, this is that. And they see the actual work. Come on, man. Come on. Nah. It's a whole different level and layer to this shit here. To this class here. Understand that. We have to rely on each other if we want to win at this shit. We cannot be fearful of anything they put on paper. Didn't Django show y'all that? But people miss the science in that. They miss the science, and every time I think I should do a class on it, I say, nah, there was so much science in that. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? Django couldn't read. The Germans showed him how to read. And then the Germans showed him that the average white man that was enslaving people couldn't read and didn't know the law either. But y'all missed that part of the movie, worrying about, another slave movie. Instead of looking at the science in it, that if you don't understand what's on that paper, it can be used against you because you're just going to shrug your shoulders because you don't know what it reads. You don't understand it. So when I'm telling you I read Project 2025, you can't tell me shit about it. That I understand what I read because I did 10 years of shepherdizing law cases and law work. That I've sat and ran campaigns for local politicians. That I read everything that some of these nonprofits have put in front of me as far as the structuring of their company. Fuck out of here. Y'all not dealing with no dummy. You worrying about what somebody put on paper. Anything put on paper could be challenged. Why you think they just challenged that, said that law to give him or any president immunity? Because the shit is on paper. Not knowing he was doing it anyway. That's what January 6th was about. But they could do it. But you think about doing some shit like that, you start to tremble. You still got that little nasty ass Oreo filling in your blood. That little dirty ass Kool-Aid coming out of your heart. That shit don't fly in this class. It don't fly in this class. You got to be a soldier. You got no Kool-Aid. You scared of it. You scared. You not scared. See y'all break laws all day, every day. Y'all ain't scared. Y'all scared when you want to be scared. You're rebellious when you want to be rebellious. If that's the case, y'all niggas would be paying all y'all damn child support. Shanita Jones, salute. Much appreciation funding the war effort. I ain't scared. They tell you every day you don't pay child support, you could go to jail. Dudes quit their job. I ain't paying nothing. I ain't going to jail, nothing. You ain't scared. I've seen dudes talking about, I'm going to jail. I ain't paying nothing. You ain't scared. That ain't scared. That ain't scared. To me, I see dudes take drugs out of town every day. Talking about they gonna be the next kingpin. And y'all ain't scared. I see dudes online every day knowing that they got ops and they taunting them. I've seen dudes in a hospital bed taunting dudes talking about y'all ain't get me. Y'all ain't scared. Now you scared of a piece of paper? Get out of here with that shit. You tell Dr. Umar that shit. That's what you do. You tell Charlemagne and y'all tell Envy that y'all scared shit. Don't come over here with that. I'm from East New York. You need more than a piece of paper to scare me. Yeah. I took it to trial. I don't cop out. Yeah. I ain't scared of the judge's gavel. I damn sure ain't gonna be scared of no politician with no piece of paper. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. Stop that bullshit. Not me. All right? But if class is gonna be over, you know, because I don't see any questions coming through. You dig? And ain't too many funding the war effort. It's 12:20. I could take it down for the evening, you know. Because, you know, that Breakfast Club interview, they couldn't bite but for so long. So that shit wasn't too much more than an hour anyway. You know. But I could keep it moving because I know it's frozen. It's not you. Y'all not used to this. You know, y'all like to see, you know, my eyes twinkle. You know, I got that twinkle in my eye, you know? And y'all like to see that. So, you know, somebody play games with YouTube tonight. Yeah, they play games tonight. They ain't want y'all to see that twinkle in my eye. Nah, you not tripping. This shit been acting, we got 77 minutes in. This shit been acting like this since the 19th minute. You know, so you get to hear me. I don't know if it's gonna play back and then you're gonna get to see, you know, my wood grain smoked skin, you know. That 55-year-old, you know, black don't crack. Y'all ain't get to see that tonight. You know, you know what it is. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what it is. Nah, I ain't gonna log out and log back in Dust 4. Nah. Damn it. They don't be funding the war effort like that. When class is over, damn it. I'm taking it down. Shit, I've been up since 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning. So, I'm gonna lay my ass down. You know that. Bam, salute, Bam. Much appreciated for funding the war effort. Shit, I don't know where y'all at, but it's been over 90 degrees for the last 5 days, every day. I've been hot and parched every damn day. Ain't none of y'all bought me a piece of watermelon or nothing. Damn, a green apple. Y'all ain't take care of the old man. What y'all talking about? Log out and log back in. Nah, I'm taking it down. The hell, I deserve to take it down. I've been up all day. The hell's the matter with y'all? Y'all ain't meet me at the Watermelon Man stand. Did you? No. None of y'all. I'm frozen.
You sure?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of y'all meet me over there. The Watermelon Man be right out there every day. Ain't nobody say, yo, teach, you want a little half of watermelon, with the seeds in it. And y'all think y'all gonna have me on all night at 1 and 2 in the morning. Not tonight. Not on no Wednesday going into Thursday. No, sir. No, sir. I see you. I seen you, Miss Jones. I know. I seen you. I got you. Those who know I ain't talking about them. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. We got these others that be in the spotty spot, and we got these trolls that be in the spotty spot. Damn it. I see them. I know how they move. I know exactly how they move. Again, this class is gonna be the bomb class, period. Listen, Andre, you know how we get down. I'm just waiting for you to move back up to the east, to the far east coast. Come on back up to the upper mid-Atlantic. Get away from down there. They bugging out down there. I just heard some other news from Florida. They stabbing up deaf dudes because they, dudes is what you call it? They doing sign language and some chick lined them up talking about they throwing gang signs. Stupid ass old phase. And got the 2 boys hit up. Like, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. People are so out of their mind, they don't know what's going on. So, Yeah, see, Bliz? Yeah. Versace broccoli, 55. Coming in class mad late, 55. Ain't been in class in like 8 years. 55 Versace broccoli, 55. Coming on up in here. How I feel about Willie D and Charleston White biting your style? I don't know about Willie D biting my style. I haven't watched Willie D in a long time. The last time I watched him, I believe was, when did I tell y'all I watched him? He had somebody on there. He definitely ain't biting my style with that slow talking ass. He put you to sleep, so he ain't biting my style. Maybe as far as aesthetics and his look and how he changing up, and he was doing this way before me. Even though I was doing my little thing on Facebook and all that, that was, more of just personal discussions and things. Charleston, I don't know as far as the biting the style. Again, he's been working a long time before he went viral, trying various different styles to get recognized so he could be more effective in the work. But once he got that bag, he went to a totally different direction. And he was always more animated than I am. If you want to see us together, you can go in the YouTube search, put our names in together, and you'll see hour and a half long discussion on InfoMinds with me and him. And that is the real Charleston White. When you see he and I have a discussion on a platform together. And that's something that he didn't want to continue, or he could have still been in that space. He chose to go extra and is working for him. I don't know how effective the work is becoming. I don't know if that's his end objective. It wouldn't work for me. I can't be on social media doing some of the things that he's done because I'm in the streets on a regular basis in NYC. I have different people who are in my corner, my day ones, who be like, yo, son, what are you doing? We don't carry ourselves like that. So I don't have time for antics like that. I don't play. And I'm just very serious about that. I don't play. I'm not going to sit across from no podcaster, no influencer, no none of that, and I don't like them. I don't have a working relationship with them that we're completely opposite in goals and values. No, I'm running up in somebody's mouth. I'm not that type of dude. I'm not going to be playing with these dudes because especially if I deem them harmful to the growth of our nation. No, I'm not going to play with them. I don't play with them in the street. So we have, in some of the similarities as far as the no nonsense language, we have that slight difference. I'm not going to do that. That's just not. But I don't think that he bit my style or he's biting my knock, because he's been off the meter. And it's not like that we didn't have an acquaintance to where we had each other number and spoke several times for at least a year straight, consistently. You dig? Consistently. So, again, when you don't have the same objective, I always tell y'all that two men cannot occupy the same space with opposing ideas. Somebody gonna have to fold. If y'all don't work together, somebody has to fold. That's just the nature of men. It's just that simple. So we can't occupy the same space. That's why us and O-Phase can't occupy the same space, because we got different values, different morals. What I think about Sub-Zero, I don't know Sub-Zero. I'm again, when I watch him, I'm entertained by his content. I dig his delivery a whole lot. His delivery is very, very Harlem. I dig it, but again, I don't know him. I haven't been around him. I haven't seen him. I don't, but I dig his platform. Definitely, I dig his platform. I try, I watch everybody. I make an attempt to watch everybody. I definitely, especially if they from New York, especially if they from the town. Come on, I'm in these streets. I need to, be aware if somebody is for the people and going to encourage the growth of the people, or if somebody's out here robbing the people, have a platform just to try to eat. That's what I don't like. And I've said that on Sanetta's show. I've said that on Queen's Flip back when you cannot sell the information. Malcolm didn't sell the information. Nation of Islam never sold the information. The Panthers never sold the information. You understand? The information is for the growth of our people. When people become information merchants, and that's all they feel that they need to do, and that the people are supposed to just give to them because they sitting somewhere talking about issues, that does a disservice. So I'm not no information merchant. When people come and they fund the war effort, that's for specific needs. When people come and they book sessions, I'm providing a service. Nothing I do is to bank off of the people. It just don't work like that for me. Okay? Did I see Cameron Mace back and forth with Shakur Stevenson? Yeah, I seen that. And I think Shakur Stevenson is playing himself. I don't think that he has the personality to go back and forth with them like that. You talking about two Harlem dudes. Two dudes from Harlem, from the street. Two dudes who from Harlem who played ball. Two dudes from Harlem that got to be some of the best MCs ever. They're going to clown you. Now, does he want to get clowned? I don't know. He might think that he could pull a Ryan Garcia and get notoriety. Everybody wants to be somebody in this day and age. And they believe that that's the route, to cause beef on social media, to get noticed, to get your numbers up, and then you can pull resource from it. It don't always work like that. Sometimes you play yourself and you look stupid in front of millions of people. You dig? You know? It's just that simple. So I think he playing himself, and he need to concentrate on fighting. Because what they, what they said is true. Son is boring. He's boring. Boring. But he should feel good being boring. He's winning. So why would you change who you are to try to fit into what's going on right now? You're a boring fighter, but you win. They can't take that away from you. You win fights. What are you going to do? Now you're going to be a clown? Now you're going to get into it with Cam and Mace? What is that going to do for you? You go viral in the back and forth with Cam and Mace? You think Golden Boy Promotions or Bob Arum or any of them are going to give you more bread because you went viral with them two dudes? No. And all it's going to do is take you out of your zone. Be boring, homeboy. You winning. You winning. You're boring. It is what it is. Simple as that. You dig? What is this? Is it counterproductive to be educated and well-researched, but yet a FBA or ADO? It's very counterproductive because you're not winning with that. How can we win? How can we win? We are divided. You understand how many different ways we are divided? You can't win like that. That's why we still oppressed. Because you divide black man from black man. You got people divided by saying, okay, well, I'm educated, they're not. Then you got people saying, well, I'm educated and I'm in a fraternity, and you're not. Then you got people that say, well, I'm educated and I'm a Freemason and I'm in the union. Then you got people that say, well, I'm Jamaican in the union. Then you got people that's going to say, well, I'm Bayesian and I'm Christian. So now you keep separating people. Then you got somebody say, well, I'm a woman and I'm a nurse. Then you got somebody say, well, I'm Haitian and I'm a nurse and I'm Catholic. So you breaking all these things and spreading the people out thinner and thinner and thinner. How can you win? You can never win. Because in all of those separate pieces, not one time Do you ever hear them say their end goal is the annihilation of white folk and white supremacy? They never say that. They never have a doctrine that's working towards that. Everything is about the self. So not only did you separate yourself by group, but you also separate yourself by doing for you and only for you. I've never seen that. I've never seen one melanated person, one black person, take down or put a dent in white supremacy by their damn self. It's not going to work. So therefore, the doctrine is stupid, it's ignorant, it's politically stagnant, and you go nowhere with it. Nowhere. Then you use that and destroy the culture with it. Then you separate hip hop from it. You understand what I'm saying? You separate those within hip hop in it, because you break that down even further. Understand? One of my day ones was so upset with it, because not only is he Puerto Rican, not only has he been there from the beginning, but he also is God body. My man, Puerto Rican free. He said, Bliz, I heard that shit and I'm saying, damn, I banged for hip hop from the beginning. I banged. They put me through hell. My enlightener and going to the rallies as a Puerto Rican to learn 360. And now, all of a sudden, I'm not hip hop? That shit had them destroyed. And I'm telling them this is what social media is now. It allows these suckers to sit in their grandmom's basement, build an audience while they got their thumb in their ass and tell people who's who and what's what. And they never did nothing for nobody and never been a part of any of this. That shit is hurtful. It is. Because I know for an absolute fact that I have benefited greatly and been loved by people from the Caribbean. Benefited greatly. I've built with Jamaicans and going to Rastafari services and built with the Abunas. I've been Sunni Muslim. I've been Nation of Gods and Earths. You understand? I've been in radical pockets. I've been trained by the BLM. I've taken all of that and been loved on by them and supported by almost all of these different people my entire life. And I'm gonna let some sucker that ain't never bust a grape distort my reality? You crazy. What kind of shit is that? Nah. That shit, get that shit out of here. So I put FBA the same way I'm looking at NFAC and all that other weird shit that just start popping up in social media age. Nobody was talking that shit 20 years ago. And ain't nobody talking that behind the wall. You get your tongue cut out for that shit. Because when they pull that pin and them police come running, yeah, you better be on the right side of that. You better be on the right side of that. So all that other shit, nah, get out of here. I'm not with that. Nah. Nah. I understand where it comes from, but I ain't with it. And I understand that some of them people who I mentioned are just as ignorant. You understand? You have pockets of people that come from the continent or that may come from the Caribbean may have some type of prejudicial views. That's because they don't know no better. That's because they ignorant. That's because whatever they grew up in, they social construct within their families, and whatever they put in them, they still on some dumb shit. But that's not me. I don't move because they got an ignorant view of who I am. You understand? That's just how it is. What they teach you in Islam, everybody's a Muslim. They don't know it yet. They just don't know they Muslim. So it's your duty to teach them that. Same concept. They not knowing that they melanated folk. They not knowing that we all in this together. So it is my duty to educate them on that. But should they transgress before that education process take place, then I got to show them how savage we get and leave their ass right there just like they was in Ofe. It's that simple. But I'm not leading with that. That's dumb. I can't lead with internal prejudice against my own people, skin tone. Nah. I got too many enemies of our own skin tone that I see. I see people every day writing policies with politicians that are black, just like you and me. And they FBA. And they working with the conservatives. And they working with the Democrats. And they don't give a shit about you. And they got nappy hair. And they are probably indigenous to this part of the country or this part of the planet. Right here. Nah, Kenny. I'm talking about black. Darker than me. But inside, right, in their chest, inside their chest, they got, almond milk in their veins. So, they believe that they old phase, but they dark and nappy-headed just like us. And they probably indigenous right here. They may be FBA, but they don't even understand that concept because they believe that they, goddammit, European in thought. So when Tariq and them talk that bullshit, I tell them, get the hell out of here with that shit. Get out of here with that shit. He's a demon agent. Spitting that divisive shit. Dig? But, again, we've been up all night. It's 1:45. As always, make sure you come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Keep your eyes up out there. Be on point. Because trust and believe, they know who you are. And they coming for you. They coming for your spirit. They coming for your intelligence. They making an attempt to trip you up. They trying to get you terminated from work. They trying to get your wife terminated from work. Because that's the only way they could keep us off beat and off balance is create turmoil. So y'all stay on point. Y'all guard your minds and remain militant. That's what y'all do. Guard your minds and remain militant. And we'll wipe the floor with these old faces. Don't be scared of no paperwork. That fake, false being, we scared. Oh, y'all heard? Oh, y'all seen? Oh, y'all read? Y'all niggas ain't scared. I've seen dudes go raw in street whores. So y'all ain't scared of no old fan, no paper. I seen some old wild, off the beat courage that y'all engage in. So y'all ain't scared of this shit. Cut it out. Cut it out. All right? Classroom assistants, much appreciated for holding it down. Any new subscribers, Welcome to the struggle. And 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.